We all wanna change. We all wanna be somebody else. I wanna visit all the places nobody goes. I wanna teach all the things that nobody knows. I wanna grow wings, leave the coop, learn to fly. Bungee jump from the tallest building in Dubai. I wanna fly around town in my UFO. I wanna eat real food, not the GMOs. I wanna make moves.
Hello and welcome to Desertwood Days. I'm your host, Kathy Blaze, and I am here with the awesome Eric Bernal, Mr. Comedian.
Mr. Comedian, yeah.
How did you get your start as a comedian?
I had a friend text me at 1 a.m. And said, I'm watching comedy right now, and it's garbage. I think you'd be better at it. I'm going to sign you up for open mic. It's literally what happened.
Wow.
I believed him. He does film. He's actually an Emmy Award-winning filmmaker. And he says, like, I see something, just try it. Let's see what it does. And haven't gone off since. So.
And you had never tried it before?
I think I'd done stand-up for, like, my family when I was 16, just to see what that was all about, and I crushed. It was my family, they gotta laugh.
Right.
And, but that was it. I did theater. I did things like that.
Oh, you know what? We dig back deeper in our subconscious. We think that this is all new to us.
Yeah.
We may have been that little 5-year-old that was standing there doing stand-up in front of everybody trying to make them laugh or something. I'm sure it was there
That was
somewhere.
me, yeah. Class clown, voted in high school. I was always, like, out of my 5 siblings, I, like, definitely stood out. I was like, everything was about being funny. Everything was about laughing, singing.
Oh.
And then everybody was probably annoyed by it, but that was the way.
So it was always there. Your friend knew that.
Oh, yeah.
And that's what you call a good
Yeah, he's a
friend.
really
He
good
got
guy.
you started. Do you remember that feeling when you first got on stage in front of your audience?
Yeah, I remember I was about to go up, and this guy goes, your first time up? He goes, let me record you. And I was like, okay. He recorded the set, just me going up and just waiting. I remember I was so nervous. I took the phone out of my right pocket, moved it to my left pocket, and I didn't know why I did that. I took the wallet out of my right and put it in and I was just fidgety. I was very nervous. And, but then when I went out, it went away.
It went away.
Yeah.
Do you have a ritual that you do when you go on stage, before you go on stage?
Yeah, I listen. I record my set, so like audio. And I listen to it like a song. Now the sets are getting longer, right? 35, 45-minute sets, an hour. And I listen to it like a song because it's hard to go up there and kind of remember everything.
Right.
So I know I guess you could say like when the chorus is, when the third verse is coming in. I think of it like that, like almost like a record, right? So that's what I do, and then the gin and tonic. Yeah.
Okay, that gin and tonic helps.
Yeah, Hendrix. Yeah.
Have you ever experienced a moment where you've gotten there on stage and you just lost train of thought for a moment?
Yeah, this happens all the time. But I think it happens to every comic. But the best thing to do, the best way you know you're doing it right is when no one notices. You almost like pretend like that was supposed to happen. And I think that's like that's the difference between one and the other.
So I guess we kind of answer this question, how and when do you really know that you're an actual stand-up comedian?
I mean, some would say is when you get paid for it, right? Otherwise, it's a hobby or something, to get away from your family. So, like, I know a lot of people that do open mics just to get things off their chest. So it's therapeutic,
Right.
I see that. I mean, the whole thing is therapeutic. Like, Kevin Hart says, like, laugh at my pain, right?
Mm-hmm.
Never knew about what that really meant until I actually went up there and started talking about breakups and things that used to make me cry. Now we're laughing about it.
Mm-hmm.
So that is the difference, I think. But what separates them is when you have people booking you for paid shows.
Do you write your own acts?
Yeah, but they're more like notes in my phone.
Oh, okay.
I know some people who like write everything down like a script. Mine's just talking points, and I kind of remember how that went. And because I have it all recorded, I'll go back and be like, all right, this worked. Okay, this didn't work. Let's subtract a word. Let's add a word. That's how I do it.
Do you speak Spanish?
Yeah.
Is there, have you ever performed in Spanish?
No, it's not that good.
No.
It's born in New York Spanish.
It's born in New York
It's
Spanish.
it's like, ¿cómo está? Where are you going? You know what I mean? It's Spanglish. Me puede dar eso in the color blue, please? Like, that's the kind of I'm never going to pretend like I'm fluent or anything like that, but I can get by. Yeah.
You can get by.
Oh, yeah, I can sing songs in Spanish and stuff.
Okay. Are there any topics that you try to avoid?
Yeah, things that I do things that are divisive, but to bring unity into it, right? Or things that are taboo, like jokes in itself are subjective.
Mhm.
You're never gonna get everyone to laugh at one
Right.
joke, but it is good when you do. So like when you go into politics, no one knows what side I'm on, and I love that. I love that you can't tell because I'll make fun of both. And I think as a comedian, like you
Uh-huh.
have to
Right.
decide on one, like to get that cheap laugh because you said what the crowd wanted you to say. I don't. That's not my personal
I
thing.
get you. I like that.
Mhm.
It's a good way of looking at it. So, when you're writing your what's it called, acts,
Yeah, sets.
sets, do you have a certain genre that you stick to? I mean,
My life.
your life.
Relatability, right? I think when people leave the show, I always ask them, "What did you like about it?" Not for the narcissistic reasons. That's why I go on stage, but why? What is it? So I know I can keep my ear to the streets, and they'll be like, "I felt that way." Everyone's been heartbroken. Everyone's
Right.
had that crazy uncle or a wild dad or mom and overprotective this and that. Everyone's had that. Now,
Right.
I think when I stop talking about what's happening to me, I think the audience will know as well.
Mm.
They can feel it. They can feel when you're lying.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Or if you're stretching the truth, that's fine. We all do it. And that's what makes it funnier. But that is truly the difference. You have to be able to be relatable because everyone can tell the liar.
Who would you say are your I'm gonna say who were inspiration or your favorite comedians?
Well, people who I like, I mean, it's very easy. Dave Chappelle, Bill Burr, the timeless ones, right? Eddie Murphy. I mean, these people who kind of made
Paved
their
the way.
own way of
Yes,
doing it, right? There was no such
yes.
thing as like a comedic rock star until like Eddie Murphy.
Right.
So although when he came out with his special, I was just being born, but it shows you how timeless it is. But that's how you know a good joke is good when you hear it over and over again.
Right. That is so true.
Mm-hmm.
Can I ask you to do a huge favor for me?
What's up?
Could you give me a little joke? I'm a little tired. I like to laugh a little
tired.
bit.
Just to see if we can keep it clean, Okay, I talk about dating a lot, right? And typically during the fall, like a lot of people like pumpkin spice. I was like, women just love pumpkin spice, and I'm kind of like pumpkin spice, they love me in September, over me by December. You know what I mean? Like that kind of thing. And I said, like, if you ever want to just make up with your wife or girlfriend, just get her a pumpkin spice or get her a fake pumpkin from Target. Like, it is ridiculous how much women love to like do manual labor in the fall. So like stuff like that. That's like a little joke I would say because it's true.
Thank you. That was awesome. So what's next for Eric Bernal?
Should start now that the country is opening up. Should be touring, hopefully in the East Coast. Been linking up with some few comedians that are obviously larger names and being brought on as like a feature or as like an opener. So that's going to be
Wonderful.
next.
Anything local happening this year?
Yeah, I have a podcast I'm a part of. It's called No He Knows Nothing. Our co-host, she is our matriarchy, and she's the matriarch. And it comes out every Wednesday
Wonderful.
on YouTube. No He Knows Nothing.
Can you repeat that name again for me?
No He Knows Nothing.
Okay, awesome.
But she knows something.
It was a pleasure having you here today.
Thank you.
And where can our audience find you?
Most is going to be Instagram, Eric Bernal Comedy. That's for bookings too. I have my email set up on there, and I'll have a link to all my future shows on my link tree on my bio.
Okay, and they can find a little bit of your comedy out there on YouTube.
Yeah, you'll see things there that we can't
Okay.
show here.
Awesome. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you.
You have to go give me some pumpkin spice pretty soon. We'll be right back after this commercial break. Thank you.